What did you say?
Je m'appelle. I thought that was how are you or what's your
Oh,
name. One of those.
Como Talibu is how are you?
Okay. See, I didn't learn much then. How bad is that? All right, I'm about to send you
Right. Classes
the
we
link.
took.
Give me a second. And there's some people.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to jet. Let's see. I got a meeting. It's 5. It's almost. I'll be good.
All right, I just sent you the link.
All right. Let's see if I can.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and post it. Come.
See, that's why I
Come
said
and
you could be
talk to
putting that
me.
what you call them up, man. That would have been.
Huh?
Oh, I ain't got the link, huh?
You ain't got it?
No,
I'll send
no.
it again.
Oh man, I was gonna. Wait a minute. Let's just see.
I really wanna know you. Can I talk to you?
Man, why ain't the link coming?
Okay, I'll send it again. Hold on.
No, it's something. It's just I gotta go to sent. Refresh my thing, man.
That's in my
I'll be on another. Watch they all come at one time.
What?
I
ain't
still
seen
got
no
this
more.
thing about.
I didn't see no more. So I ain't want to flood it. I ain't wanted to get it.
Huh?
I didn't want to clog it up. I didn't see no more links.
I got the Zoom link. Oh, let me go to.
No,
No, it wouldn't be in my spam.
it would be in your. I sent it to your messenger.
Come on, man. How can I click on that messenger? It'll be on my phone. Email it to me.
Okay, I got you.
You hilarious.
I didn't know.
Oh, look, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I ain't that old school. I can do a copy and paste.
Hold on, I can send it. I email it right now.
No. I just did a copy and paste.
Okay. Well, if not, it's in the email.
Oh, let me see. Let's see what happens. So now I can watch the show.
Yeah, but make sure
From-
you mute it now. Make sure you
Mute the show on Face. I mean on
YouTube.
on YouTube. Mute it.
Yeah, because if not, you're gonna be throwing yourself off because you're gonna be hearing yourself. So you're gonna be. It's a delay.
Right. It says nightlife. All right. Let me see.
Hey AJ.
I think it might be hard. I might be using too much bandwidth.
You're gonna be hearing yourself. There you go.
Oh, I gotta put my fake tooth in.
Don't do it now. Go get off camera. We live.
Oh.
It's 9 o'clock.
I know we live. They ain't gonna know. They ain't gonna know.
Ain't nobody in here yet. Yeah.
Right, ain't nobody in here yet.
Oh, I gotta put my glasses on so I can see. I can't see.
So you know what's interesting?
What's that?
You sure this not gonna slow down?
No, it.
I wonder if I should turn this off because it might.
So far, you looking good. You ain't freeze. You ain't did nothing. You looking really good right now. No homo.
I'm moving pretty slow.
Oh, on your screen?
Yeah.
Oh, right now you looking. Well, I don't know. On my screen, you looking. It's flowing right. It ain't
Oh, you got the musical notes matching up. It looks pretty cool. I like it.
It's a little work. All
right.
Got to do a little bit more to it.
So next, we still working on our show.
Yes,
I like the other way better. I like to see it from here.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right. See, now I hit, but
So you can run. You can run that opening if you wanted to right now.
I don't think they're gonna see it. Let's try it. We got an opening. First of all,
let me let you know when you're
we got a.
ready. Give me a second.
Oh, you won't be able to see it though.
Yeah, I'm letting there. Okay, now look, this is going full screen for you. Go to the what you call them, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just look at the screen. This full screen on you.
Go to Facebook.
Oh my goodness.
Man,
YouTube.
you need to download you a new ringtone. You know, they got new ringtones out, not like the general store from 58.
Wake me up. Them little music and stuff. No, man. You gotta understand. I grew up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're right about that. They won't wake you up.
No. Not at all.
All right. Okay, let me see if I can. These people gonna be mad at us, man.
What people?
Like right there, you can make that go.
You ain't got it feed into me.
It should be coming.
Mm-mm.
You see it?
Nope.
I'm showing the countdown.
Nope, it ain't coming through.
You but okay. Okay, let's see if you see this.
Yeah, I do. Sorry. There you go.
Oh man.
There you go.
Okay, so now I go to this one camera. All right. Welcome to Nightlife. Your boy AJ and Ranson. We're about to do it big. This is our second show. And we like to thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And we're gonna, first of all, what y'all don't know is Ranson had a birthday, and that's every time we have a birthday, 12 months go by, and that's a blessing. So tell us about your birthday, what you did, what was it, your 30th birthday, 20th?
Man, 30 was what, 20 years ago? Ooh. When I say it like
wow,
I thank the Lord for being able to see it. But yeah, it was my 50th birthday. I appreciate that, AJ. AJ definitely showed some love on my birthday. And all I did was, man. You want to see what I bought? Well, actually, I didn't buy it.
Let's see.
I didn't buy it. My mother.
Someone got it for you? Wow. My
mother know who my favorite basketball player is.
Oh, okay. Who's your favorite basketball? Well, we're gonna see.
Can you tell by the shoe?
Oh, player. That was Kobe Bryant, isn't it?
Oh no, you did not just say that. That's LeBron James, bro. LeBron James.
Oh, come on.
LeBron James.
And you know it's so funny.
Look at it.
He from Cleveland. I should know that.
Oh, he is too.
That's right? LeBron James.
Yeah. So that's what I got.
How much those cost?
I don't know. Wait a minute.
I like them.
No, let me think about it. I think they was about $1,500.
Your mom spent $1,500 on you.
You don't think I'm worth $1,500?
No, I think you worth $1,500.
Birthday, and you don't think that she could have, like, for the 50th birthday? How many people get 50? You know what I mean? You only get it once, and you don't think
now.
$1,500?
If you had said, AJ, my mom spent $1,500 on this deuce and a quarter in the driveway. Now, if you had said that, I would have go, wow, that's gangster. But you pulled out some tennis shoes.
So these ain't worth $1,500. Nah.
Not unless you play in the NBA.
No, they wasn't $1,500, but it sound good. That's what
it did sound good.
That's what them or they call sneakerheads, hype beasts or whatever. But anyway, that's part of what I did. And just
right.
just enjoy the day, man. It was I'm just grateful to see another birthday, and yet alone 50. I'm the baby of the family,
right?
And now the baby in the family.
Wow,
50.
Right.
So
right.
Just grateful.
I saw on Facebook my oldest brother, and he got a lot of love on Facebook. And I just found out he turned 75 on the same day you turned 50.
Oh, really? So we share birthdays, huh?
Y'all share birthdays. And
March 12th.
The fact that he said, oh, wait a minute, you the 12th. Okay. Yeah. He's the 11th.
Oh, okay. The day before. Okay.
Right. He was the day before. I just saw him on Facebook and I hit him up. I said, I can't believe he's 75. But my mom had him when she was probably 16, like 15, 16.
So he is the oldest. 75. Wow.
And he's the oldest, yeah.
So how many?
That's what I said. It was 6 of us. There's 4 left.
So the oldest was 75, and the youngest
is my little sister. I will always call her my little sister because she's my little sister. But she probably 49 or something like that, or 50. I don't know. Okay. I'm not an age person.
Right. Okay, that's what's up.
You know, I used to have fake ID, legitimate fake ID, and it made me younger. My fake ID is now too old. I got to go get some fake ID to get younger again. How do your fake ID get
for younger? What? Wait a minute. Is that how it is? So that's what I got to look forward to? I got to go give you a fake ID? No.
No, you don't. I appreciate being young because I've crossed the threshold where I don't need to be young no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you're in Hollywood, people say how old you are. You're trying to get these parts. They always give you an age rate. Oh, he's coming in for this part, but he looks from 17 to 40, and that's the part you can go out for to get a acting gig. So we always would say our age range was from 17 to 45, and if the character required that, that's what you go out for.
So that makes sense, because I don't know how many times I always question, like, they had this girl playing like maybe a teen or something like that. And I'm like, she doesn't look older than being a teen. You know what I mean? But that makes sense now. Because you have that range. But so at that 45, is that the limit? So once you hit over that 45, is only, I guess, the roles kind of.
No. You change different roles. See, you played older people. Like, I tell you a good example. Morgan Freeman, when Morgan Freeman was born, he was playing from 30 to 40 when he was born.
Yeah, because he's been old a long time, man.
Let me ask you a question. When did you see Morgan Freeman young? That's my point.
I can't even.
You ain't never seen him.
No.
Exactly. Morgan Freeman has never been young, but he's one of my favorite actors. I'm not trying.
For sure,
I love Morgan Freeman. He's a beast.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of a lot of movies, and the earliest one I can think of him being in, to me, I think was Robin Hood. I don't know if I can't call it right off hand before that. Right off hand.
His legendary one was Joe Clark.
Okay, there you go. That was before Robin Hood, right?
Right, it was. The School in Chicago.
Yeah, the 80s, right?
Lean on Me. That was the name of the movie. Lean on Me.
Fair East Side. Anyway.
You got a little voice.
A little voice. That's it.
Yeah.
It only sounds good when I'm in the shower.
So, and speaking of voice, our topics, and Ramsey came up with a pretty good concept, and I think we should roll with it. We're going to start flashing up our next topics on the screen so people know what's coming, Carl. And I'm actually happy they're back on the road and they're actually doing what they love to do. Anytime some old schools is still doing the work and getting paid for it, I think it's a blessing, and I love it. But New Edition is back out, and they're drawing big crowds, man, and people loving the New Edition. Now, stop talking about Bobby Brown. Right? Even Ransom went at him.
What was he doing? stop playing, yo. It just seemed like, man.
So if y'all haven't seen it, they got some stuff on YouTube. Some of the New Edition clips or some of the shows. Oh man, you'd be surprised what people be saying. And they always pick with Bobby Brown.
Well,
for Bobby to go through what he's been through.
I mean, but come on now. Regardless of what you've been through, bruh, you can give it a little bit more effort than when he was doing. He was hit. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how it seemed to me when I saw the clip. All right, it seemed like he was in his head. He was like, I wasn't here when they made this song. Why do I gotta dance right now? You know, like, okay, whatever. This is, when's my part? You see, he kept grabbing the mic. I was like, he could let go.
Right.
Baby. You don't have no part in this. Let go of the microphone, man. Just, unless he was, he was holding himself up with that, maybe.
and he's gained a little weight. Looked like he ate 2 of the other New Editions. That's why you didn't see them all on stage.
Maybe it's that barbecue
that
sauce.
Was wrong.
Maybe it's that barbecue sauce.
Well, he had the barbecue sauce.
He got the barbecue.
Wow.
Tasting too much of his own barbecue sauce.
I think if anybody went to see the New Edition reunion, I think give a holler. We want to know who actually got a chance to see it. So
would you go?
That being said,
to your town, would you go and check out New Edition?
I've always been that kind of person, and I don't know why. I always like the package. In other words, if it was just New Edition, I always, even since I was young, maybe because I didn't have a lot of money, I would go, who gonna be with them? You know, if it was New Edition and Boys to Men, bam, that's a package. I'm going to see New Edition of Boys to Men. So I would look at the whole package, and a lot of concerts would be like that. But if it's just New Edition, I'm not sure. But if it was, after seven, New Edition, Boys to Men, I'd buy that ticket.
I would definitely, if they came, I would definitely go check out New Edition. But that's more my, like, I really grew up with New Edition. When they first, I was probably right around their age when the first song came out. The same age, maybe a year or so different, So, like, New Edition kind of followed me.
That's funny.
And then I've always, because I'm a Brown and Bobby is a Brown, I always said Bobby was my cousin, so I got to support him just because he's family. You know what I mean?
He's family.
But, another way I look at it too is that, with New Edition, right, you get New Edition, but you also have BBD, with Poison,
right. I didn't think about that.
Then you got what's his name? Ralph Tresvant.
Ralph Tresvant. Ralph.
You need a man,
right?
With sense. I'm telling you. And then you got let's not forget about the singer in the background, Mr. Johnny Gill himself. You know what I mean?
Johnny Gill.
So you got.
Is he on tour with them? Is Johnny Gill? He's not with them on that tour though.
It's all of them. In that
Johnny Gill's on stage too.
If I'm not mistaken, it wasn't a 6.
Oh. I thought I saw 5.
I thought I saw.
You saw 5, but it looked like 6 with Bobby Brown.
Maybe I was just drinking a little bit too much and was cross-eyed.
But I'm gonna have to check it out. We'll check it out.
Yeah, we gotta check.
And,
well, matter of fact, let's check it out right now. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see.
Right. Okay.
What is the Bobby?
I mean, we promote them.
No, I ain't gonna say I pull it up and put it up on the screen. I just
want to see. Okay.
New Edition tour, right?
Well, we'll pull it up. Yeah, we'll pull it up. And another thing, now you got to make a decision because the gas price so high. If I can afford to get there.
Yeah.
How much gas in where you live? What's the gas where you live? He's in it
right now. It's at, for the cheap, I'm low end, so for cheap it's $4.20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. See, it's up to $6.90 in California.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, $6.90. Yeah.
That's ridiculous,
Yeah.
yo. So people ain't see, but that's why.
Yeah. One.
But over there, y'all have a lot more electric cars, though, right? A lot more people driving electric cars.
We have electric cars, but you got to have even more. Yeah, we have electric cars, but it's ridiculous. And my thought pattern is, I think they just boosting it up at any opportunity they could get. We could have invaded Tampa Bay, and they would have said gas price going up everywhere. We could have invaded, the Bahamas. Oh, gas price going up because we just invaded the Bahamas.
So anytime there's an invasion, it just hikes, huh?
I don't have a clue when we were getting gas from Ukraine, or if we ever got gas from Russia.
I've never known us to get anything from Russia other than the women. I've never known anything that I'm telling you, and let alone I've never in them years of hearing about the oil crisis when the gas prices
it never was Russia.
I've never heard them say anything about Russia. You know what I mean? But now all of a sudden,
our gas price is going up because we invaded Russia, and I heard Russia's having a tough time, man. Ukraine is giving them the business.
Man,
Russia asked China for help. Why are you asking China for help? You beating up on Ukraine. But that's not the
That is crazy. So wait a minute, because Ukraine is not as big as Russia. Not as big as Russia.
Right.
And then you're going to go and get another superpowered country to try and help you attack this small country. Wow.
It's Vladimir. What's the name? Vladimir Putin.
Putin?
Because I don't even know. See, he is a dictator, man. And what I don't know, and I'm like I said, I'm not a big political person.
Right, me neither.
But I don't even know why he crossed over there to get on him. I don't even know why he said, let's go over there and kill some people for whatever the reason. I don't know what was so important for him to do that. And I'm going to have to read up on it, why he decided to go into Ukraine and just start killing innocent people. So that's my take on it.
I feel you on that one. Because, I've heard a few people. Like, I got some friends that's in the military. And ex-military, and I just asked them their opinion,
right?
And to hear what they had to say, I said, okay, I get it, I definitely get it, but I still don't see why you got to make it such a threatening move to do this. You know what I mean? It seemed like it's something more to it than what you're.
Because he was right. Right. Well, that being said, times have changed. We talked about that. Me and Ransom was talking about how we were always. I thought I was the only one that was picked on in elementary school, and then Ransom started saying, "Oh, they talked about me every day," and I was like, "No, and he said I wasn't able to Jones back at him, and I became good because I was always getting picked on. But the key thing is, back in the day, we never took it so serious where we would become suicidal. So I'm not sure what's the kids nowadays. I've seen in the paper, man, where kids did this and kids did that. And I said, oh, man, they call it bullying, which it was actually bullying when we were kids, but we just bullied back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We either bullied back or we just ran or cried about it. One of the two. I didn't see it going that extreme, Just haven't seen.
Exactly. Man, I was the darkest person in the school until this one dude came, like in the 5th grade, a dude came from Nigeria, and he was blue. Oh, he was blue.
You wrong for that.
I was midnight. I'm serious. He was blue. We used to call him blue too. We used to call him blue. They used to call. Wait a minute. They used to call me midnight, and they called him last night.
Oh no, y'all funny.
That's what. and so,
boys, huh? That what they got it, the night.
Oh my God, man! And we didn't even hang out. but they used to call me out. They said I was Uncle Ben's cousin. They said, you Uncle Ben's cousin. They used to, but I would Jones back at him. I would hit him hard. I hit him hard. And the word got out. If you Jones that AJ, he gonna hit you hard. One dude said, he said, why am I so dark? I said, why your daddy ain't came back in 14 years? And I would hit him like that. Like, how you know my daddy left?
You cutting to the
I would
jugular, hit him. Like you cutting deep.
Oh, man. Somebody said something about me one time. I said, well, at least my mama living. Oh, they said, okay, we're not going to talk to AJ no more. I don't know where he getting this information from.
No,
but he's a beast.
I couldn't come up with him. It would take. I was never good at Jones. Back then, that's what we called it, was ribbing. Actually, not jonesing. We called it ribbing down south, right? And I was never. I mean, they would go at me. You know, I guess I got a whole lot of, arsenal for them to pick on. You know what I mean? So,
but that's what I said. I didn't see why. You're one of them cute little dudes, but then you start telling me. I thought that was hilarious.
No, man.
They was talking about your forehead.
Yeah, they would call me floor model TV. Good thing we didn't have like 75-inch TVs back then.
Right.
Because I know they would have been like, you big wall-mounted TV.
Right. Yeah, we call you 3D.
Right? Oh, that would have been crazy. 3D dome.
3D. Yeah. Yeah, they call you 4K. That's what they call you today.
That is funny, man. So, I mean, but
right.
I just couldn't come up with the snaps quick enough. So, I knew right then, or I kind of figured that if you can come up with, snaps and stuff like that, real like off the cuff, I always felt like if you could do that naturally off the cuff, you'd be a good rapper or even a good comedian, man. Because, I mean, you got to be able to react back to, because sometimes being on that stage, I hear so much about how being on that stage can be, almost like a war zone, so to speak, for given the time that we in. You know what I mean?
Right, for some people.
Hecklers going on that want to think that they funnier than you. So you got to be able to hit them.
People play dozens. See, that was the thing. And like some comedians say, if I'm on stage and I'm playing the dozen, if I'm talking about your mama, I'm not really talking about yo mama because I don't know your mama. That's how we do it. So the brother was on stage talking about, so if I say something about your mama, it ain't necessarily your particular mama, so don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal.
He said it took your mama an hour and a half to watch 60 minutes.
Oh, that is funny. See, and you know what would catch me? I be trying to think of that. Like when somebody tell me that, I'm trying to visualize it. So that's what kind of messes me up too. So I can't come back quick enough. When they say, I'm like thinking about how that is. How you gonna put? 90? Yeah,
your mama's so big they threw up in the air and she got stuck.
Oh, you stupid.
You ain't never had. You didn't have not one of your mama joke. Oh, see,
no.
You didn't learn.
No, I'm telling you, I could not come up with that. That's why I always played the. I always tried to play the lover boy. I'm a lover, not a fighter. You know what I mean? I'm a lover. I can't do all that. No, I'm sitting back and I'm talking to the girls. You know what I mean? No, I'm the pretty boy.
Right.
I definitely ain't trying to get in no fight. But every time that I would come back with a little good snap, because it wasn't. They knew that I was like easy target. So if I did come back with a good one,
right,
they got mad, like extremely mad, like wanting to fight. Right, mad. So sometimes I'm just laughing along.
But you never went home, right? But you never went home and said, you know what? I don't know what I'm gonna do. This has been terrible. They bullying me, and you didn't. I mean, I don't know what it is nowadays.
No,
but that being said, I mentioned my boy last show, and I said he was either crazy or he was a good rapper. I forgot the words I used, but Kanye West is back in the news, and this time he's bothering D.L. Hughley. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you saw that. I mean, if we could put up the story, and in my mind, I was saying to myself, because I know DL. DL's a very good brother and one of the nicest persons. And then my mind, I said, Kanye West don't know. DL, I mean, he got out of the gangster, but the gangster's not out of him. DL was, I mean, when he was coming up, you know, I'm not gonna say what gang he was in,
what?
But
what do you mean?
DL Kanye better, yeah, be careful. I think that DL mean dangerous lowdown or something like that.
What? He's trying to talk about DL was a gangster like that, man. Don't mess around with DL. He got jokes, but he'll pop off.
Oh man,
he left.
Oh, from what I, you know, the comedians know each other, but what we heard on the streets,
yeah, man,
DL was in an authentic. He was an original gang. Like me, I was in a gang. You never been in no gang, Ransom?
Gang? No, Gang Green a little bit.
Yeah.
That's it.
I can't believe you. Come on, man. No, you ain't never been in a.
I'm telling you, did you not? I was always the pretty. I thought of myself as the pretty boy. I thought every girl wanted me.
Right.
So I wasn't going in no gang. No, not me. I'm too pretty for that. I was like, man, Muhammad.
We had a gang. You know, and me and Steve Harvey, we're running boys, right? We're best friends. And so we was joining a gang, and I mean, we got stories. Me and Steve got a bunch of stories. I got mad love for Steve. He's from Cleveland too.
Like real gangs, like how gang.
Yeah.
See, because only gang.
Well, you know what? Go ahead. The only gang you what?
Only gangs I remember coming up as a kid was this one gang. I thought they just danced because every time I saw them, they was at my sister's house, like they was all dancing. You know what I mean? And all this. So, I didn't know.
Ransom, that's not a gang. If they dancing, that's a dance troupe. That's different.
Oh, okay. See,
yeah,
I didn't even
that's
know
not
that.
That's no. I tell you how. Well, so there was a gang called the Delamores. The Delamores was thug life. I mean, all of them looked like they'd been shot. Then there was the Noble Gents. That was us. Now the Noble Gents, we went and got our sweaters. We had our names on it. The Noble Gents. We were a gang. So all of a sudden, the Delamores heard this is in Cleveland, heard that the new gang was in their territory. But none of this had guns. We didn't have guns. That wasn't even about it. Right, we used hands. We laid hands on them.
Okay.
So the Noble Gents, the Delamores was like, you know, we got beef with the Noble Gents and we're going to have to settle this in the park. So we want y'all to be there in the park after school, like at 3:30. And we were going to fight. Okay. So the president of our gang got with the vice president and the sergeant of arms, and they said, okay, everybody, y'all bring y'all sweaters because we're going to fight tomorrow at the park, Patrick Henry Park. And I said, bring our sweaters. I said, I just bought that sweater. I don't think I'm going to bring the sweater. They're like, AJ, you got to bring the sweater to represent the gang. I said, but the sweater is new. And I can't be fighting in a new sweater because it looks nice. And that's what I was concerned about. And they made me bring my sweater, even though I didn't want to. So I'm in there getting ready to fight. And I'm way in the back because I didn't want to mess up my sweater.
That is funny.
So the president of the Delamore stepped out, and our president of the Noble Gym stepped out, and it started off with the president, like a Michael Jackson video. And the next thing you know, this dude pulls out a knife. Now, he turned around, yeah.
Real.
Right, now, yeah, exactly. Now our president turned around and looked at us like I didn't get the memo we could have a weapon. You know, and everybody around us like, well, we didn't bring no knives. We young kids. Where we going to get a knife from? And I said, these is really thugs we messing with. So our president, we had a discussion. Look at, y'all didn't tell us y'all was bringing knives and stuff. Either we're going to use our hands or we're going home. And they said, let's use our hands. So he put the knife away. And then we started getting at it. And somebody hit me in the head with a notebook. And I thought that was wrong. And the next thing I know, the police, yes, the fire department came. And they started spraying us. And that broke up the whole gang. So that was my whole gang life history. It wasn't like they doing nowadays where they shoot and kill people. We didn't do that.
Yo,
We didn't do that.
So was that it? After that fight, was that it?
Right. The Delamores stayed the Delamores, and the Noble Gents stayed the Noble Gents.
And no more. AJ as a gangster. Huh?
No, not with my sweater. My sweater looks sweet, black with red writing. Noble Gents.
That let you know right there. You wasn't made for this life.
No, I wasn't, seriously. To be honest, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I feel
have you ever been in a fight?
Man.
I was in one fight, and that was with my best friend. Have you ever been in a fight, Ransom?
Oh, man, plenty of fights, yo. Plenty.
Oh, see. Pretty boy was in pretty enough fights, huh?
Yeah, I mean, because it was always somebody thinking I was trying to get at their woman. And it was never like that. Like when I was in high school, there was a lot of the famous it girls that would just talk to me. Like, just talk about what's going on. And, you know, I would give them my unbiased and, you know, just talk back to them, you know. Just, you know, tell them what I thought, you know. I don't know what they thought was going to be happening in school. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed that whole, somebody put me down. But, you know, it was just a conversation. So I always got challenged. Now, I mean, I got in a few fights. It wasn't like every week or every month, nothing like that. But I always been challenged.
So did you have some hands? Could you fight? I mean, were you winning them?
Yeah, well, yeah, because always. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, the way you said that.
Well, I'm gonna say like this because as long as they wasn't like immensely bigger than me, like weight wise, then it was we gonna tussle. If I get my hands around you, I'm one way or the other. You gonna be on the bottom. You get what I'm saying? If I slip up and you get me on the bottom, it won't be long before I'm on top. You know what I mean? So I was good tussler. Right. You know, I wasn't really somebody that was like, you know, nice with the hands. You get what I'm saying? But once I got to it was
right. Okay, you grab them and
it was
take them down.
Yeah, now don't get me wrong. I've got my behind kicked a few times too. Now I ain't no He-Man now.
Right. I had one fight, and I got beat up by my best friend, and after that, I never had another fight. It was in the third grade, or fourth grade or something. We got
fight. That was third grade.
Fourth grade, yeah, that was fourth grade. It wasn't really a fight, but the fact that my best friend hit me, and I hit him back, and then he grabbed me and put me in a chokehold. And back then, you could say "I give." That was something you could say. I give. And when you say "I give," they had to let you go, and they won.
in a regular fight, this ain't no play fight. Y'all say "I give" and it's over.
This a regular fight. Y'all didn't have "I give."
I give. I don't. It went from "I give" to "I don't give a fuck what you think." It's basically what it's. That's what it went to. No. What you a timeout? I remember a couple of a guy in school he was talking so tough until dude hit him one time. The dude just said, "Hold up, time out."
Let me re.
He said, "Time out." I was like,
what do you mean time out?
Like, that was so funny.
Right.
And you know, the dude didn't stop. He didn't stop. He just kept hitting him. The next thing you see him, he just haul up behind down the hallway, yo. It was the funniest thing.
He said, "Wait a minute, time out."
Dude, what are you talking about, yo? You done got caught up. You done let your mouth overload your ass, as they say.
Man.
Some time out.
Man. So another thing when we were young, and we were talking about this earlier, a subject, a lot of stuff we learned in school was useless. They didn't teach us the necessary things I thought they could have taught us. The one thing, the math, I was asking Ransom, I was going, you have a protractor? Because we had to learn a protractor. And then even in the work that he does, because he's amazing, you. What do they call those hands on? What do they call those people?
Handyman?
What you do?
Handyman.
Handyman.
Yeah.
That's what you are, right?
Yeah, the handsome handyman.
The handsome ransom.
Oh,
we got a section that's called Professor Love. He gonna be an alter ego character. We're gonna hit you with it next show. Professor Love. He gives advice to all you ladies.
Y'all ain't ready for the advice from Professor Love now. He will never sugarcoat shit and say it's an M&M. So if you sensitive, if you thin skinned, you better leave Professor Love alone. I'm trying to tell you.
No, Professor, but he'll get you on the right track. He'll tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
If you want to listen,
so help him God. Right, and a lot of women out there, man. There's a lot of women out there that are single, and as they get older, they see red flags faster. Mm-hmm. So their tolerance is really low. But there's a lot of beautiful single women, and they can't find no men. And it's like the men are scarce now. And
the most important thing,
they're gonna need some Professor Love advice. For
sure, but that's true thing because you got
you Professor Love.
You got to understand this, that when I say I love you, right? I mean I love you,
right?
That means that I want to see you happy. If it's with me,
exactly,
or without me,
right?
That's if I say I love you,
right?
If I'm just using it as just to try to get some booty or something, then I can care less, right? But if Ransom told a woman that he loved her, it was to that type of extent.
That's exactly how I see it, man. When I see people on some of these social media sites have people so heartbroken, crying that their man left them and that they don't know what to do. It's been over a year and da. My thing is, and I had some dude on there talking about they woman left them, but this is my thought. Like you just said, if you love somebody, you are there to see them happy. Now, if they decide that they're going to be happy somewhere else, that still makes me happy.
Right.
Because if you happy over there, I'd rather you be happy over there than sad right here.
And guess what?
And go over there. Right.
The communication, I just wanted to say, and guarantee you, if you keep the communication up, it'll be better when she's over there happier. But you can go ahead.
Right. And that's because you could communicate now. So, so Professor Love, and we call him Professor Love because Dr. Love would be, he's beyond that. He don't want no cougars. He don't want no Jurassic Park.
Hey,
that's what a doctor deal with.
I done seen some, black don't crack, bro. And I done seen
it doesn't.
Beautiful black women.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. And you be like 60, 70? What? Okay,
do TikTok, do you? You don't like TikTok, do you?
No, I do. I got a TikTok page.
Okay.
I got a TikTok.
Okay.
I'm not active, but I got one.
Right. But there are a bunch of women on some of these social media sites. They showing all their personality and they giving you all the information and they talk about everything now. There's no mystery. Right. There's no mystery to the game no more.
I need a challenge. That's what I'm looking. This is what I'm looking for, ladies. I am looking for an amazing woman. Understand that.
Which is a woman that's what? Explain.
I'm not looking for no alpha woman. I'm not looking for no beta woman. No, I'm looking for an amazing woman. And one characteristic that I want to put y'all on some game, right? One characteristic that you can tell of an amazing woman right off the top is, it's kind of hard to put, but I'm gonna do my best to put it in words. It's like this: if that woman, if she can motivate you without even opening her mouth,
right?
If you
I
get
see.
what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Like, because it's not her sitting up here saying, get out here and go get a job, right? It's her out there doing her thing, out there grinding, out there, and not only just out there grinding, but able to come back home and take care of home, do whatever is. I'm not saying that the woman everybody got a role to play. That's just the truth. That's how it is. I'm not saying she have to play that position, but I think in a functional home, everybody has to play their position, right? Just being honest,
right?
So that being the case, if she can motivate you without opening her mouth, you look at her and you see, dang, she's doing this, and it makes you want to go and do better. That's one characteristic of an amazing woman. Now,
and you've been listening to and you've been listening to Professor Love. Each week, join in, and you can hear Professor Love dropping some advice. You got to give him that low voice when you become Professor Love.
Got to give it to him. Well, if I'm okay, I got to work on a seductive.
Right, Professor Love. Oh, but what I was saying, let me finish. The thought I had was the stuff we were taking in high school or junior high school set us up for nothing in life. And this is what I think. I don't know what the curriculum are in schools now. Maybe people could chime in with that. But the fact that I took algebra, I don't think I've ever used algebra anywhere outside of that school. Fractions, the difference of two squares, isosceles triangle. I mean, all of this stuff right here. Like I was telling you, the protractor. We studied and learned the protractor. Never had to use a protractor. This is my thing I thought they should have taught us. The knowledge of having good credit, the knowledge of what you can do with good credit, and the knowledge of how you can become very successful with good credit. So we should have been learning about Equifax, TransUnion, and TRW, TRW. And that's what they should have been teaching.
In high school?
In high school, junior high school, they should have been sitting there. A teacher should have said, everybody's going to get a little account. They're going to get a credit card. Even if the credit card is worth $100, you're going to spend $50 and then you're going to pay, and you're going to get your credit score up. So if you got a 750, you walking around here with like $100,000 worth of credit worth. And that's what people don't realize, because they never learned it. So first thing we do is go out and mess up our credit.
That's what that's what your net worth comes into, is when you being able to build up, good credit line to a 750.
Right.
And that raises up that, okay.
And it has something to do with just paying on time and never having late. So if somebody was to sign up for a credit card and put auto pay, which is the minimum pay, they'll never have a late. And and if you got bad credit, now I'm gonna be the credit. You're gonna be the Professor Love. I'm gonna be Dr. 850. That's my name gonna be 850, because that's what my credit score is going. Dr. 850 and Professor Love. That's what we bring into the show. Professor Love and Dr. 850.
I like that. So, but listen, if you got
that's what
I'm sorry. I mean, you just got me thinking about the whole credit thing, though. Like, but it's really because like you said, the auto pay, right? What if you working check to check? You can't set something up,
but it's still
auto pay, and because what
auto pay is like
overdraft
$28, man. Right, but like $28. If you ain't got $28, you shouldn't even have a credit card. Now,
but wait, if you don't credit, you don't need cash.
Right? But what you have to, like you said, you have to pay every month. So if you're on auto pay, you're paying the minimum, but you're paying on time and you're never late. And that boosts your credit score up. So let's say you got 8 credit cards or 4 credit cards, and they've always been paid on time, and your credit score jumps from like, I used to do a joke about, I went to buy a house and I told them I had an 850 credit score. And when they opened up my profile, my folder, they said, we don't see 850. I said, y'all ain't looking at it right. My TRW is 300. My Equifax is 250, and my TransUnion is 400. If you add them all up, it's 850. And they were like, sir, we don't do it like that. I'm like, what do you mean? All three of these are my credit scores. Add them all up. I got 850, player.
That's funny.
And then I found out they average all the scores. So I'm just letting people know, if you got young kids,
that middle.
Yeah, they take if you have young kids, teach them that. Teach them, because once they get on their own, that's another way. To get an apartment, they say, we got to run your credit score. So now just to get an apartment.
Now, if you got saying it now, requiring it now.
Are you serious? They check your credit score for your job?
No lie. I
don't know what that got to do with anything. You know what that got to do with? I think. Let me think. I'm telling you, because a lot of minorities don't have good credit, and now they got a reason not to hire you. Oh, we didn't hire him because it wasn't because he was a minority or brown or black. We didn't hire him because he had a 300 credit score or 400 credit score. That's why and that don't make no sense.
Right.
How I'm saying.
Like, how does my credit score
they're using things
affect my job performance?
Right.
At all?
Right.
I mean, I can see if they
so I've been working.
Say they was trying. You can see a simulation, a relevance of habit. Well, if you ain't paying your bills, then you're not somebody that's stable enough to keep things on time and be on time, and whoop. I can see that, but other than I can't. No. In my opinion.
Right. But you know what? If somebody wanted to buy a car, a place to stay, if you don't have money to the next paycheck, you still got that credit card with $500 on it. So you can grab like $200 or $300 just to make it to the next paycheck. Then when you get the next paycheck, you make that minimum payment. And people who know credit, they know this now. If you got $1,000 on a credit card and you only use 300 of it, that makes your credit score past 700. If you got all your credit card, but the problem is people have $1,000 credit card and they owe $1,100. They owe $950. So credit people look at it and go, hey, that, he's over usage of his credit card. So he's not a good person. So drop all your credit down to 30% or less. And if you got a 500, your credit, and keep it on time, 500 or less, no negatives, no charge-offs. Your credit score. Well, every 7 years, they have to take any bad stuff off your credit. That's what people don't know. So if you owe somebody $10,000, whatever the reason, 7 years, you ain't going to pay $10,000. So just forget about it. And the last thing I'll say, because I don't want the credit doctor, Mr. 850, to hit him so hard at one outing with this free information we dropping on nightlife. The one thing is, don't ever admit that that's yours. If it's something bad on your credit card, if they call you, don't say, just dispute it. It ain't me. It wasn't me. Don't ever say that was mine. I made a mistake.
Why? What is that? How
because
that advantage?
You can because let's say if you owe somebody money and that company went out of business, or because they weren't going to get their money, they sold it to another company.
Right.
And that other company now is well, you don't owe that new company money. You see what I'm saying? You owe the money you borrowed it from. So if that new company say you owed us for something 5 years ago, and you're like, I don't even know y'all. Give me the information and give me where I signed it to say I owe, Nubian market or whatever, Nubian credit bill. And they go, they don't have it. They don't have it because they got this from somebody else. And so now they buy it for so cheap. They buy it and don't even, what they do, they buy it from somebody so cheap. And then they try to get the money from you. If you owe $3,000, they say, we can settle this. You give us $1,000 or you give us $500. But you're giving it to somebody that's already making money because they already wrote it off.
So who takes it?
You
off?
dispute it.
No. who takes it off
Equifax,
your report? No, I mean, so say
the credit people.
Which one?
TransUnion.
Or the original credit?
No,
the creditor or the nobody that bought your credit?
All three of them. See, this is what you do. You write something to either Equifax, TransUnion, or TRW. You write them a letter and say, I don't know who this is. This ain't me. And they have 30 days so they'll send it to whoever say they owe you. If the people don't hit them back in 30 days, it has to come off your report. It just has to by law. So if they say he do owe it, you hit them with another letter. Prove it. Show me all your documents. So it may take you 60 or 90 days. And they say, they come up with some documents. If they got one letter in your name wrong or the wrong address or something like that, that's not me. You see what I'm saying?
Nice.
And they have to take it off. And once they start knocking it off, and then once you get up to over 600, you can buy a car, you can get an apartment, and you get a credit card. When you get over 700, 750, you get a credit card for $100,000, $50,000. They'll give you a credit card for $50,000, player.
So if you
just because you got a 7.
If you, how long would it take though? Say if you at a 300, right? To get from 300 to let's say 500.
Right.
And the way that you talking about doing it, how long are you saying like you would think it would take to raise your point, like to raise it up that high?
For something like that, it'll take about a year. And the reason I just say, you got people out there professional, do this, da. I'm just, we just nightlife. Mm-hmm. So what you have to do, Credit Karma, it's free. You go on to Credit Karma, see where you stand. Once Credit Karma say this is where you stand with a 400 or whatever, 500, I don't even know if they can go that low. Maybe some people got them that low. But now you look and see what you say. So now you see why it's only 400. Now, let's say you owe $3,000 and your debt, your credit is $4,000. That means you 90% up to your credit. So you can start bringing it up by bringing that 3,000 down. Now, let's say someone gave you a 60-day late or 120-day late. You write them a nice letter and say, look here, this is what happened. I lost my job. Can you knock off that? And they say, okay, we understand. Some of your credits was on time. You had 2 months where you didn't pay. Those affect you hard, man. They affect you hard. So that's, and so now they'll knock that off. So you slowly, within a year, you'll have, you get over 500, 600, 700.
So you can
that being said,
you can go over 200 points in a year.
Yes. So that being said, we're supposed to be about hip hop and comedy. And we dropping knowledge on these people.
That's part of it because of how valuable
it's a culture.
Yeah, it's definitely valuable to know that.
Right.
That information, because a lot of artists don't know about things like that. Are they thinking about music and grab the bag, so it's necessity, it's value. That, as they would say, you just give them some jewels just now. You just drop some jewels on them just
right now. Nightlife, our motto is we here to help. That's what we're here for. We are here to help. Right.
Do the best
so that's why people need to watch us.
Yep.
Oh, and you know what? The one thing I didn't have, but we're going to put it in.
What's that?
Because, that's the way we do. I love animals. I love all kind of animals, man. Animals are animal. And because animals have their own personality. And there was this thing I seen on YouTube where this bear walked up to a picnic table. It was a black bear. And I'm going to show the film. I just didn't have it today, but I'm going to put it up there on our site. And the way the black bear walked up to the table, you could see it in his mannerism. He said, look here, people, I don't mean no harm. I'm a little hungry. I'm down on my luck. Now, the last black family I just went approached, they jetted out there like the 4x4 relay in 98. And so I don't know what went down. I showed up and all of them was gone. 8 people jetted out. I showed up to y'all picnic table. Y'all just chilling. Y'all looking at me like he could be cool. And this one white dude to the right started giving him a peanut butter sandwich. Right, they weren't judgmental. and the whole thing went down, whereas I'm looking at it going, are they serious? And they're scolding him because they weren't finished putting the peanut butter on the bread. And then they said, wait. They told the bear, no, let me finish putting the peanut butter, because the bear was about to grab the sandwich.
They scolded the bear.
And then they said, wait. They were just telling him, wait, let me finish this sandwich. And the bears looked around on the table like, ain't no jam or jelly. and it's a black bear. But he was looking on the table for some jam or jelly or some butter or something. And he was thankful of the one peanut butter. But then what hit it, they poured out a 24-pack of Bud Light, and the bear did like a little bag. What? Y'all about to, oh. And you know how he said some words I can't say. Right. And so they gave the bear a beer and a sandwich. Only white people would do that.
Man.
And I'm going to show the clip. But I saw a bear for the first time, and it was freak. It was freaky.
What do you mean? Like,
but that being said,
wild bear, you saw it? Like wild bear?
Oh, you know, because I'm on the ship, man, and it's a real deal. So some people who work on the ship were saying, AJ, let's go on this wild bear excursion. And I'm like, brothers don't do bear excursion, because if a bear sees me, it's going to think I'm a little bear, and I don't need that kind of heat. So they said, we'll pay for your excursion. Excursion could be anywhere from $100 or $150. I said, if y'all going to pay, I said, can I bring the wifey? They said, yeah. So they paid for her. So we're talking $300. So now I'm online, and I'm saying, because I'm a big chicken, I don't like anything that I don't know. So I went online and I said, what to do in case you see a bear out in the woods, because I'm about to go out there. So I typed it in Google, and Google said, the first thing you don't do is you don't run. If you turn around there's a bear, don't start running, because the bear will track you down and eat you. Number 2, Google said, do not whisper. You don't whisper, because the bear thinks you're trying to plan something. I guess bear's pretty smart. Right. It says you yell or sing. You just start yelling at the bear. You look at him and you yell. And and then it said, the bit I do on stage, it says, know your bear. Like, know your bear. And I didn't know what that meant. So I guess I'm supposed to look at him and go, Fred, is that you? What you doing out here, player? Right. I know this bear. He from Chicago. Right. The Chicago Bears. And so now we get to Ketchikan, Alaska. Ketchikan. And my wife, she goes, let's go up the stairs and see what's up there. I said, why we need to walk up those stairs? That could be somebody's backyard. So I walked up the stairs, and when I got up to the top, I went to the right because I saw a police car go by. And when my wife got to the top, she said, honey, there's a bear. I go, what are you talking about? She's pointing in the garage. She said, there's a bear. This is Ketchikan, Alaska. I came back. I said, there ain't no bear in that garage. The bear had walked out. And when I walked back the way I was walking, the bear started staring at me, and I'm staring at the bear. I'm talking, we 50 feet away from each other. And my heart just started racing. I didn't know what to do. So I looked at my wife. I go, run. That's the first thing I say you don't do. But I panicked, and I said, run. And she said, what's wrong? My wife's Asian. She go, what's wrong? What that wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I said, there's a bear. There's a bear. You know what she said? Take a picture. What? Take a picture. Take a picture.
Take a picture?
That's what she said.
What? She wasn't scared?
Hey, they love taking pictures, player. Come on.
of a wild bear. Nah, you take yourself.
Yeah. And then, it's so funny. And this is real talk. Yeah, real talk. We get to the corner, and I'm still scared. I told these like 5 white people, they were like, I said, don't go down that street, man. There's a wild bear. I said, please don't go down that street. There's a wild bear. And they were like, are you serious? I go, yeah, I just saw him like 2-3 minutes ago. And then they said, what kind of bear was it? Was it a black bear? And I said, yeah, it was a black bear. You know what he said? Oh, black bears are scared of people. And you know what I said? No, they scared of white people and police. That's what I told him. I told him that, and I don't know why that came out my mouth. No, they scared of white people and the police.
What did he do? he do?
He started laughing.
Okay, I thought he would have got it.
And they went down there anyway. They walked down there anyway.
Now that sounds like something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting that now. Oh, where is it?
That was my best story.
Every horror movie, that's what you hear this sound.
Let me see. Right.
And they like, what's that sound?
7. Okay, it's 7.
What?
Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Oh, I got to run real quick.
Alrighty.
We had our time. Let me see what time.
Are we? Yeah.
Because I got a meeting.
Okay. It was great hanging with
Oh, we good, right?
Yep. We back.
Oh, give me your nugget. Give him the nugget. We got to tell him at there. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna wrap this up, put it together, and let them know what's the word, right?
Remember, the best way to get a blessing is to be a blessing. So go out and be a blessing to somebody today. Till next week.
Be a blessing to somebody. Thank you very much for joining us.